Hi guys! So June is National Athletic Therapy Month, and I'm going to share one of my favorite memories why I'm proud to be an athletic therapist. So a few years ago, I was selected to be a volunteer at a major games. And for those of you who aren't aware, to that's a pretty big deal because you have to have a lot of you have to put in a lot of time, have experience. You've got to have different skill sets. And then it's still a volunteer position because that's the only way a lot of those games can actually survive. So I was super pumped to be selected as a medical practitioner, and I was blown away. I was like, yeah, excited. So, um, my first day at the event, it was a training day. And so you got to scope out the place, check and see what's going on, get to feel the grounds. And so we're out and checking out things, and the athletes were just kind of settling in all around the place. And I really wanted to practice my Spanish, so I was going around saying, "Hola, ¿cómo estás?" and just like, chatting away and just being me. And but also, here's the thing: these people are coming from all over the place, and why not welcome them, right? And also, I was just like, clinics that way. So people would actually give us business. Otherwise, I was going to be bored. So, I mean, use the medical staff while you can. So, yeah, I was just going around and just being friendly and welcoming. And later on that week, it was another training day, and we were rotating through for the medical staff because it was super hot out, but we had to make sure that staff was on to make sure that all the athletes were well taken care of, and that all areas of the venue were okay. And so it was getting pretty warm, and so I offered to go get something to drink, and I asked the AT who was sitting with me for coverage there, and I also when the athlete that we were keeping an eye on asked them if they wanted anything. They're like, no, 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 we're good. And I'm like, are you sure? Well, I'll get you something. Not a big deal. I'm going over there. Give me something to do. Yeah. So he's like, no, no, no. And I'm like, nah, it's okay. So I ended up getting us all some water or Powerade or something, and came back, and it was right just before lunch. And so we were kind of pretty much done our spot there. And so I had filmed some the footage from the night before, the fireworks and everything, and it was kind of cool. And so I was showing that to the other AT sitting beside me, but then I noticed the athlete was kind of close by, so I'm like, hey, you want to come and like watch this with us? And I'm like, you can stretch underneath the tree right here. We're in the shade, so just come on over. And so the athlete came over, and he sat with us, and I was showing him the video, and he was all excited. I'm like, you guys have to go, get your team to go out, enjoy, have fun, take part in some of the festivities when you can, right? And so, yeah, just being welcoming, right? And so the next day, I was coming into the clinic, and I saw this athlete again, and I was like, oh, hola. And I'm like, how are you? What's up? Like, great to see you. And he was super pumped to see me, and it was the cutest thing ever. So he asked me to help go into his backpack and grab something. I was like, okay, sure, not a big deal. So I'm like rummaging around his backpack, and all of a sudden he instructs me to grab the this package out, and in it is a T-shirt, and it was a Paralympic T-shirt from the country they're from, and I was blown away. And he like motioned that it was for me, and I was just like, wow, like I didn't think that I earned something like this, and it was so sweet. And he gave me a hug, and this athlete had no arms, and so um, it's amazing how you can just make someone's day and help them to feel special, even if it's just by saying hi, hello, being a part of something welcoming. And so that's a cool moment. Like, I can't forget it. And I'm so grateful that, I could make someone feel so special. So that's a cool moment there.